Hi everybody, this is Yam Juice, and I've got a video today that is not exactly the video that I intended to make. The gameplay that you're seeing here is Halo Anniversary, the Halo CE Anniversary. I'm playing the campaign co-op mode with my sister Bejewel, and this is of course my first time to play this game. I didn't have an original Xbox, and we have the graphics setting turned to the original old school graphics. You know, there is a button you can click to make the high resolution, you know, better textures, but I just thought it'd be more fun to play it like the original one was. So if you see me running around with a chicken, like a chicken with my head cut off, you'll know it's like first time playthrough. You know, neither me nor Bejewel knows what the hell we're doing on this game, so we're looking for weapons. A lot of times when you don't see anything happening, that's what's going on. And I'm enjoying it a lot. But what I really wanted to be playing right now is Destiny. But of course my PlayStation 4 has got some problems. I was planning on making a PlayStation 4 video with the Destiny beta, my impressions of it, maybe kind of help out the Xbox guys who haven't had a chance to play it, and they don't get a chance until Wednesday of next week. Anyway, I did manage to get a beta key. My friend Flex pre-ordered it, and they give out 3 keys, and he gave me one, and I managed to get my PS4 to turn on and play for 2 sessions fairly briefly. I would say I have less than 2 hours of playtime, and I finally managed to get high enough level so that I could go into multiplayer. But you know, I had you know, somebody over at the house, so I had to go, you know, do some stuff, be social on Saturday. So it turned off the PlayStation, and that's where my trouble was. My PlayStation has been acting up for a while. It's very difficult for it to turn on. It's like, you know, I was finding that I kind of had to pull the power cord out and re-plug it in for it to turn on. Well, that wasn't working, and finally, after many tries, doing all kinds of different things, checking all the HDMI cables, it was not playing very well with my Elgato capture device. I finally was able to get it to come on Saturday for a little while, and then I had to leave and go do some stuff. So I was about to play multiplayer when, you know, it's like I was unable to get the thing to turn on. My PlayStation is DOA. It is absolutely gone. It's dead. It's going to need to be warrantied, but that's not going to really help me as far as getting any playing time on Destiny. I'm just going to have to wait till it comes out on Xbox, like all the other Xbox guys. That's going to be Wednesday of next week, and I do have it pre-ordered on Xbox, so I'll have a code and I'll be playing. But I was kind of hoping to put out a video for some of you guys. But what I did manage to play it long enough on the player versus environment section to get some ideas, you know, so to form some opinions. My first opinion is that you can definitely tell that it is running at 30 frames per second. It's a little bit less than perfectly smooth. I will have to say that it's you know, kind of surprising that a game with this much hype and this big of a budget would be running at that frame rate. Now, of course, the PlayStation 4, the beta, was running in the full 1080p. And I will say this about the game: it looks okay. Let's say it looks good, but this is the second coming of Jesus game here that we're talking about. This game is supposed to be the flagship of Activision and the most highly anticipated game, you know, since sliced bread. Anyway, the game looks good, but it doesn't look super good. Even the cutscenes, you know, I know this is a beta, but supposedly this is pretty much what it's going to look like. And I would rank the visuals as a little bit better than Titanfall on the Xbox One, but not, you know, it's not amazing. It's not amazing. Anyway, it's pretty good. It's definitely good enough. You'll like it. The lighting effects are nice, and there's this interesting vocal effect, like when you're communicating with a friend. Like, let's say you're in a room with it's like a big metal, you know, sort of a chamber, and you're calling out to your buddy. Well, you hear his voice with an effect on it that's got a reverb, as if he is actually in that metal thing with you. And if you're outdoors where there's no reverb, you will hear your buddy calling out to you in an environment like that. It really kind of immerses you in the environment. It's something I'd never seen a video game do before, and I like it. I think it's cool. Of course, that is predicated on the assumption that your buddy's mic is halfway decent, which, you know, some people's, you know, voice chat is good, and, you know, some people's mics are not so good. It just depends. But I was really disappointed that I didn't get a chance to play multiplayer. But what I can say about the single player, the player versus environment, is this game is like really, really similar to Borderlands 2. You know, it's like right down to the when you shoot an enemy, like say you've got an automatic weapon and you're pumping rounds into them, you see numbers flying off of them every time you cause damage. And if you get a headshot, a bigger number comes off. And there's like a health bar that you can see on each person that you're shooting. So it's very reminiscent of Borderlands 2. Also, the enemy AI has got some interesting characteristics. If you approach a group of enemies, they will guard their spot that you found them in. They will pretty much stay right where they are. If you want to attack them, you just shoot them from a distance, and you duck and cover whenever you get damaged. If your shields get damaged, you just duck until they recharge, and then you know, pop at them again. They will not run after you. They just sort of hang back. If you find them in a small room area, you really can't do that, but they do just sort of maintain their zone that they've been stationed at, so they don't really come at you. And like in Borderlands, the AI would just charge after your ass, so you really didn't have that option to just kind of pick them off and duck behind cover and just come back and pick them off again. So that's sort of interesting. I mean, it makes it easier to kill them. The bosses have a tremendous amount of health, and you just got to keep popping them forever before you finally take them down. But I will be joining all the rest of the Xbox people, Xbox 360 and Xbox One people, on Wednesday to get a chance to play this game, and we'll all see what we think about this. So anyway, thanks for watching my video, and this is Yam Juice. Adios.